Hello, everybody. Just wanted to say good afternoon. Appreciate everybody being here. We've got some exciting news coming. First off, again, welcome and thank you. If you're watching live, put a one in the chat. If you're watching the replay, put a two in the chat. Anyway, here's what's going on. This week, I want to talk about your transition from active duty to civilian life. If you are already out and already a civilian, then I want to talk to you about that too. It's not starting over, and a lot of veterans think that they're starting over. You're not. You're just transitioning. What you're doing is taking your military training, experience, time, interaction with people, and you're bringing it into a new environment. This is an environment that is going to be new to you. However, you're new to the civilian community. You're new to the civilian employers. No problem. Go to Veterans AI Learning Center, plug in all your military stuff in the resume writer, click translate, and it will kick out a civilian version of your military history. Then go over to the interview app, answer 4 questions, hit start conversation. It'll go back and collect what you had off of your resume, plus with the 4 things you just entered in the interview app. It'll give you a brief description. Then it'll ask you 5 to 7 interview questions. You will verbally, not type it, but you will verbally respond back to the interviewer. The interviewer will then listen to your response, evaluate it, and give you constructive criticism on it. They'll tell you to change this military term that you've ingrained into your brain to this civilian term. It's going to take practice, but you can do it. I know you can do it. So just remember that you're in a transition. You are not starting over. You're not going to forget everything that you've learned and try to learn something new. You're going to take everything that you already know and adapt it to a new environment, which a majority of the time improves that particular area. Your military training and experience trumps the college boy that just came out of school. Remember in your career, the ring knockers that came out. No disrespect to second lieutenants at all. None. No disrespect whatsoever. But they come out thinking they know everything. They come out thinking they're gods. They come out thinking that nobody can teach them anything. Well, you have that in the civilian world with your little college kids too. No disrespect to them. However, it takes time, repetitiveness, experience, wisdom to get where you already are. They've got a long way to go. They can fight you and tell you how they know so much better because in college, blah, blah, blah. Or they can work with you. Mr. Jones, I've come across this problem. What do you think? You're going to have these kids that are your bosses because they just stepped out of college. So what? Remember the butter bar. I'll give you a prime example. At one point in my military career, I think I had one of the worst ring knockers, one of the worst that ever came out of Annapolis. This young Marine was about 19 years old, 20 years old. Just as proud and puffy as he could be. I mean, he was the best of the best, the smartest of the smartest. He came over, he was working in the office. We were there when he went from gold to silver and put on that little silver bar. And to my temporary regret, became my platoon leader. Knew absolutely everything about anything and everything. Well, what I did was I got together with my team leaders and I said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pull him in. We're going to sit down. We're going to have a conversation. It's going to be very respectful. And I did. Lieutenant Morrow, can I get a couple of minutes of your time? After final assembly, he said yes. We had our final, dismissed everybody, kept my team leaders, walked into the squad bay, Connex, sat down. Said, Lieutenant Morrow, I got a question for you. Are you open-minded? He said, yeah, I'm open-minded. What do you got, Gunny? I said, well, here's the thing. Respectfully, sir. You don't know what you don't know. You don't even know what you think you know. The response was just as I expected. I went to the academy. I studied hard. I graduated, blah, blah, blah. I outrank you. Absolutely, yes, you do, sir. 100%. However, in the last 30 days that you've been this platoon leader, we've gone down and backwards. And I don't run my platoon that way. And then I got, well, why do you have team leaders in here and not squad leaders? Well, honestly, my team leaders do all the work. Now, this is where you come in. You're a platoon leader. You should be listening to the squad leaders. I'm a platoon sergeant. I should be listening to my team leaders. Now, that doesn't mean that I neglect, overlook, or don't listen to the squad leaders, because I do. But I don't go around puffing my chest out and saying, how much I know and how much experience I have, this, that, and the other. Lieutenant, I'm going to tell you right now, I learn from these Marines every single day. Something new. That's been in my head. Learn something new every day. I don't care if it's one of their support team members' child's name that was just born. I'm going to learn it. Doesn't necessarily have to be military directed. And I brought you in here to tell you this, to give you this final example. Not a threat, not even a warning. This is 100% informational. My Marines can make or break your OER. We can make you shine, or we can make you look like crap. And my reviews will still be good, because a commander does mine. My squad leaders will be good because I do theirs. Just something to think about. No warnings, no threats, just open information. That's not to say we can't learn anything from you, because I'm sure we can. And I'm sure we will. But you got to get it through that thick academy brain of yours, sir. That you got a lot of learning to do also. And that learning's going to come from us. In the field, out of the field, on deployment, off deployment, training exercises, doesn't matter. Choice is yours. Well, folks, I said all that and told you that story to let you know that the exact same thing happens when you either retire from the military, because 90% of you are too doggone young to really retire. You just retire to retire because you put your time in. Now you're going to go do something else, or you're going to drive the wife crazy and wind up divorced or arguing all the time. Because believe me, that checklist you have, this is from experience now. You retired and that checklist you have, well, you're going to town, next thing you know, 6 months rolls by and, oh crap, I got nothing to do. Go get a job. Only don't get a job, because job is an acronym that stands for just over broke. Yeah, you got your military pension coming in. Some of you have your disability, which, by the way, there's a disability estimator on veteransai.com. veteransailearningcenter.com, my mistake. So remember, don't stress. It's new. Don't stress at all. It's not going to hurt you. You're the one that's going to walk into a new place, not cocky, not arrogant, confident. And you're going to scare some of them. because they think they're teaching you something you already know, you already have experience with, you've already lived through. And no, I'm not talking about combat. God, I hope there's no combat in a civilian workplace. But everything else, problem solving, sudden crisis because something broke down, something didn't work. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? My personal favorite, again, is AI. Why? Is because I developed the I-Core program, and that takes you from ground dirt, zero, zip, no, absolutely nothing. Some of you, it'll be the first time you ever push a button to turn on a computer. No problem. Put your head down, put your mind to it. It's self-paced, and you learn AI. You go through all the way through phase one. By the time you get done phase one, you can walk into an employer and get a pretty decent job. If you decide to take phase two, same thing. You've got phase one. Now you're going through phase two. You use phase one to help you with phase two. Get all the way through there. You can walk into just about any employer and implement AI. But here's the best thing about completing phase two. You can also, if you want to, start your own AI company. For as little as a couple of $100. How do I know? I did it. You can too. If this old crusty graybeard crayon eating devil dog can do it, so can you. Now, I had been mentioning the past couple of weeks that we were building a swag store. It is open. Veterans dot or dash swag.com. I'll put it in the comment thing here. Oh, there you go. Veteranswag.com. We'll get these all going. The there's the link to the Veterans AI Learning Center. Feel free to check it out. If you have any questions, go ahead and email me. No, you can email me at veteransailearningcenter.com. Now, in the near future, don't know exactly when, we've got a great webinar coming up. I'm going to jump back in the saddle. See if I still remember how to ride the webinar circuit. I'm going to try. So I really hope that all of you could be there. I'd love the support. Now, as you know, webinars are not just informational, okay? Um, there is an offer at the end of them, every one of them. And if anybody tells you they're not, they're lying to you. If everybody says, oh, come listen to this. My live broadcasts here are the only thing I'm not selling anything on. At the end of the day, I'm not going to say, oh, and I got this great offer for you. That's not what these lives are for. However, my webinars, they are information. They're how-to information. And then my offers at the end of it. And, somebody wants it, fine. If they don't want it, fine. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. Let's see. As we all know, yesterday was Memorial Day. It was a somber day for a lot of us, especially those of us that lost brothers and sisters. Extremely close friends. If that's never happened to you, that's a great thing. If it has, hang in there. Don't give up. And for God's sake, brothers and sisters, don't do what I spent years doing. Don't say, well, it should have been me and not him. There's a reason it wasn't you. You just got to figure out what that reason is. What did it take me? 35 years now, almost 40, to realize why it wasn't me. Oh, sure. I met a great woman. I've got beautiful daughters. I've got beautiful grandchildren. I don't regret a minute of it now. I don't think I ever regretted a minute of that, but I don't regret it. But it came to me one day. I had all this knowledge and experience. I'm laying in a hospital bed trying to stay alive. What am I going to do with it? Well, now I know what I'm going to do with it and what I am doing with it. I'm going to help my fellow veterans, active duty members, and their families adjust to this psycho crazy, totally unknown civilian world. And believe me when I tell you, it's totally unknown. I talk to veterans every day that they're okay, they're doing okay, It's not the happiest place in the world. It's not the best place in the world. They wish they weren't too old to go back in the military. It's what they knew. It's what we were comfortable with. But those times change, just like in the civilian world. Those times change. Even in the civilian world, you got to retire, got to do something. That doesn't mean you got to stop working. That doesn't mean you have to stop helping people. See, that was my issue. What am I going to do? Well, it took me that long to figure it out. I'm going to help veterans. I don't care if you go into AI or you don't go into AI. I don't care if you take my course or don't take my course on that platform. The resume writer itself, the interview platform that I developed and built, the compensation factor. That alone is going to help thousands of you guys. Thousands. All I ask is you spread the word. Put the website out there. Put the swag store out there. Stop by and visit. Drop an email. Find me on Facebook. Hey, still listening? Just touching base. I'm doing okay. The fact that I can reach people. The fact that there's those out there that really want to do something to change their life. The fact that there's people out there that absolutely want to try doing things the right way. That's what we're looking for. Veterans that go, dang, I'm confused. I don't know where to go next. I don't know what to do. You fill out applications and you're getting entry level work. And you're like, there's no way I'm going to go to work for McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King or Taco Bell or any of those places. Not that they're bad places, not that they're bad employers, but come on. You've put time in, you've led people, you've made critical decisions in just the blink of an eye. It happens. Those things happen. So take a look. I'm lining up other programs. Email me some ideas of something that you'd like to see on a platform. I don't mind building it. If it makes sense, if it'll help another veteran, I'll put it on there. Might take me a little while to build it, but I'll put it on there. So, again, swag stores up. Link in the comments. If you got questions or suggestions, link is in the comments. Veterans AI Learning Center in the comments. Remember, we have the live webinar coming up. I'm going to be doing some live trainings and some live teachings here, depending on my health and the medications and everything. So, one thing you'll learn about me that a lot of my current brothers know, I don't give up. I don't quit. I get tired. Might have to rest. I don't give up. I don't quit. I don't back down from a fight. I might back up, but I'll never back down. And I don't want any of you to do that either. Keep fighting. There's a reason you're here. Hell, there's a reason I'm here. Other than building this platform for veterans, I know there's other reasons I'm here. I just haven't figured out what they are yet. I will, but I haven't yet. I've got some of the greatest military brothers in the world from all different branches of service. I wouldn't think twice about taking a bullet for them. And I don't think they'd think twice about taking one for me. Well, maybe one of them would, but that's another story. Get into the community. I think that's what I'm going to do this week is activate the community on the veteran-centered platform. You have to be a veteran or the family member of a veteran at least 18 years of age to become a member. It's going to be a place we can talk. It's going to be a place that we can have frustrations. And I'm going to ask point blank. I'll put your integrity on the line. Whatever's discussed in that little community environment between us stays there. It doesn't go to anybody else. You don't come out of the community center and go to your spouse. Oh, guess what I just learned? There was this person. None of that. Because if anything like that ever happens and it comes back, you're banned for life. Not even a question. You're banned for life. You raised your right hand and you took that oath. Well, it doesn't expire. And it doesn't matter what branch of the service you're in. We can kid each other all day long. But there better not be an outsider try anything. Because then they deal with all of us. That's not just a saying. That's a firm belief that I carry deep in my heart. This is the part where I start thinking about my fellow brothers and sisters when I do these lives. I get a little hung up for a minute or two, so my apologies. I've talked to some guys. I've talked to some homeless veterans right here in Portland that they don't want to be homeless. They're not on drugs. They're not tweaking. Now, there's a bunch of them that are, granted. But there's some that aren't. There's some that had a run of bad luck. My wife and I took some money out of our own pockets. We purchased some computers and Wi-Fi cards. We took these 4 veterans, said, guard these with your life. Veterans AI Learning Centers already uploaded and saved on to each one of them. Afore, you said you were interested in AI. This is going to teach you. I'll be around to check on you. Here's the info if you've got questions. I'll answer them. Only thing I asked in return is a testimonial. Not to me, for me, but to the Learning Center and what the I-Corps program did for you. I don't need to be in a spotlight. My Learning Center does. My graduates do. I don't need it. Honestly, don't want it. So we'll see what these four guys do. They seemed extremely serious. And I'll keep you posted, see where they're at. And we'll see what kind of outcome, and if we get any testimonials. And I told them, good, bad, or indifferent. Good, bad, or indifferent. Anyway, once again, thank you for the attendance. 1 in the comments if you're watching live, 2 in the comments if you're watching the replay. Any questions, the link is there. If you want to check out the platform, the link is there. If you want to check out the store to help us keep going, the link is there. I'm hoping to depend on those proceeds to keep growing and expanding this, because right now everything's coming out of my pocket, which is okay. I don't mind, not complaining. So I better clarify that real quick. Like I've said before, not doing this for me, I'm doing it for you. Thank you. A delayed happy Memorial's Day. Hope you spent it with family and had some time to reflect on your service and service of others that you may have lost. Service of others that are still active that you know. Keep them in mind, keep them in prayer. All right. I'm out of here. Have a good day.